Hey Tree Sprites! I just wanted to take some time to reiterate my intention with this platform, with Black Barn Owl, and with my existence here on Earth. I am here to break and disrupt your concepts of reality, of what is and what could be, with a primary focus on Black American Soul-on women, and use the imagination, creativity, play, and concepts of Afrofuturism to create a new reality, new systems, new ways of relating to each other, new ways of existing, resetting our standards, reevaluating what is important to us, dissolving the ideologies and mentality of oppressive systems like colonialism, patriarchy, and white supremacy, cultivating an interest and better understanding of biology and spirituality, and bridging the gap between the two, because they are simply two different frameworks born out of the desire to understand our reality, our universe, and our relationship to it. We need both to understand the full picture. Healing the relationship between Black women and the natural world, understanding that we came from Earth. We were not born from machines. We were not born from the false concepts of white supremacy. We were born from the creation of the earth, from our planet, and understanding that Gaia and the universe are the only sources of validation that we need. I am developing a private membership community for Black women that is set in a fantasy dimension where we live in a fantasy empire of Black women, where we use world building, character creation, and role-playing to develop the reality of our wildest imagination, and then eventually work toward bringing the fantasy that we create in our imagination into our physical reality. Because even with the social pressures that we face, it is really the limitations of our own mentality that is keeping us stuck where we are. Even the systems that we exist in today started off in someone's mind, started off as a fantasy. We can make anything happen if we choose it, if we decide to. So I am developing a space for us to first feel safe, to release the shackles of oppressive ideologies, where we can be our real, authentic selves without triggering our survival mind, without triggering our concern of external perception, what others might think, and how it might affect our lives and our mechanisms of surviving. This is something that I am going to be very protective over to ensure that it is a safe space for Black American women. So it will require a membership fee, and it will require an image of yourself. This is not a space that I just want anyone to waltz into, and there has been entirely too much digital blackface for me to feel comfortable with blind memberships. For now, I am allowing all Black women to participate because right now I just don't have a system of confirming your ancestry. But do understand that if you decide to come into this space, the focus is on Black American women. The dimension that we will be living in is called Always. And the empire that we live in inside of the dimension is called Naraya. So along with my think pieces, I am going to start talking more about this dimension and this empire, because moving forward, I am going to be putting more attention and energy toward it. This is my project for me and for you Black women, because we do need our own space. Because when our spaces get invaded, as they typically do, they become diluted in their intention and eventually re-indoctrinated with oppressive ideologies and systems. Also, I'm going to be holding an event for Black women on probably the 29th Saturday of this, at the end of this month, centering recreating our relationships with ourselves and with each other, and understanding that our own selves and one another are our greatest sources of power. Stay tuned, Tree Sprites. Subscribe to Black Barn Owl, link in the bio, and I'll see you in Always.